All right, let's do a Fast Friday video. Today, I'm gonna show you how I installed a Floyd Rose string retainer on my guitar. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and sometimes you will buy a guitar that has a Floyd Rose style tremolo on it, but it doesn't have a string retainer on the headstock, and it's pretty important when you've got a Floyd Rose for stability and tuning. So I bought a bunch of Firefly guitars recently over the last few months, and about a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, I purchased I guess you could call it a tribute, a Wolfgang style Eddie Van Halen EVH Wolfgang guitar. Now this thing is really beautiful, especially for $236, I think is what the price on this guitar was. For the most part, it's really well made, and the neck on this thing, oh my gosh, man, you've got those rounded ball end frets, a roasted flame maple neck and fretboard, and it has a Floyd Rose style tremolo on it, but there was no string retainer on there. It does have locking tuners, but there's a reason why you need a string retainer with those Floyd Rose. The locking nut on that has a little V, and you want to make sure that the string is sitting all the way down in the V before you tighten down the locking nuts on that. So, I mean, you know, a string retainer does that job. Now, I plan to do a full review on this guitar, which is going to come later. There was a few things that I wanted to modify on it before I did it because I want to make sure that the guitar is how I want it before I do. So I purchased an official Floyd Rose string retainer. I'm going to show you how I put it on there. And since this is a Fast Friday video, let's get right to it. All right, so I'm actually using a Floyd Rose original tremolo replacement part, and the item number is FRSRBP. This is the black one, and I chose black because there's white and black on this guitar, and you know, you've got black hardware mixed in with chrome there, so I thought it would look good. So I placed it on there where I want it to go. You want it to be right past the dip on this, but what's key is that you want to make sure that all of the strings are going to go underneath that. And I've got it placed where the screws will not rest on the strings, okay? I'm going to loosen these strings a little bit more. A lot of bit more. There is a flat side on this and a rounded side, and we want the flat side down. So yeah, basically this is going to go in here and this is going to push those strings down just to where it's level with those saddles there, okay? All right, so I'm going to get it back into the position where I wanted it. Make sure that it's covering all of your strings. I'm going to push that down like that once we get it in there. So I just want to make sure I mark this now where I'm going to put my holes. Boom. In case you're wondering what I marked that with, this is just something from I don't know, some Thanksgiving turkey basting kit or something like that. You just need something sharp to go through that and poke the wood. Just going to do a little tiny pilot hole here with a 1/16 bit. I'll put those through. All right, looks like we got it right. All right, then we're just going to tighten these down. And that looks pretty straight. Looks like all the strings are going to be captured, so that's good. I'm going to take it a little bit lower because I wanted to literally make these things sit in the saddles before we even tighten those down. You look at it from the other side. This one here needs to go a little bit tighter. All right, well, we're going to clean that up inside of there. We'll just get all that cleaned up, but it looks to me these are not tightened down yet, but they're sitting down in the saddles. That's exactly what we're looking for. And she tuned up quite nicely. A little bit of fine tuning on these tuners down here, and we'll be set perfectly. And this is perfectly flat, so we're good there. Now, I have not set the intonation on this guitar yet, but it seems like, well, before I did all this work, it was pretty straight up. It was doing really well. But this right here is a tool that you can use. You put on these to do the intonation on those. I will do a video to show you how that works once I figure it out. And then I plan to do another video on this part right here, which this goes inside where the springs are. And what it does is it blocks this off so it's no longer floating, so it's dive only, which is fine with me. It helps to keep everything in tune and keep everything stable. And I've got a high-end guitar that I can do the floating stuff on if I want to. The cool part about this is that you can take it out real easily. It's just 2 screws. So there we go, very simple, and it is very effective. I know that it can be pretty daunting when you think, oh my gosh, I gotta modify this guitar. I don't know if I wanna do that, and I probably wouldn't do it on my, $1,500 Wolfgang or my 84 Explorer, you know, that kind of, that might be something I'd be like, eh. But that's why I've got some of these budget guitars. I can work on those, learn, and then take some of that to the other guitars. And man, you can find a decent guitar for like 100, 120 bucks on Amazon and use that as your platform for learning. That's my suggestion. But things like this aren't too difficult, and I will put that other part on there that I was talking about, and I'll also do a video on the intonation tool for Floyd Rose. And of course, I'm also going to review that guitar. Now, I've been playing guitar since I was 10, 11, maybe 12, and there are times in my life where I might have gone 4 months, 6 months without playing at all, but that's not how it is now. I'm totally reinvigorated, and I'm absolutely enthralled. I've been writing and stuff, so I plan to share a whole lot more of that here with you. But it is Friday, and it's Memorial Day weekend, so I wish you guys a wonderful weekend with family and friends. Enjoy your time, be safe, don't drink and drive. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I do have a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. If you click both of those, well, you get notifications when I upload new videos. I also have a thanks button down below this video. If you want to toss a couple bucks my way, that'd be great. Anything helps. These channels are not inexpensive to run. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.